Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel. If you have ever felt like you are busy but not truly effective, if you have ever wanted to break out of cycles of procrastination, bad habits and constant stress, and instead step into a life of purpose, clarity and success, this video is for you. Today, we are looking deep into one of the most transformative books of all time, The 7 Habits of Highly Effective People by Stephen Richard Covey. This isn't just a book summary, it's a masterclass in personal growth, leadership, and success. By the end of this video, you'll feel like you've read the entire book yourself. More importantly, you'll be motivated to actually live these habits, not just know them. So grab a pen, your notebook, settle in, and let's go in this journey together. Here's the book introduction. Stephen Covey's book has sold over 40 million copies worldwide and is considered one of the most impactful self-help and leadership books ever written. Unlike quick hacks or overnight promises, Covey's approach is based on timeless principles, things that work no matter the era, no matter the industry, no matter your personal background. Covey distinguishes between personal ethics, which are the quick fixes, charm techniques, and superficial skills people often rely on, and the character ethic, which is building your true effectiveness from the inside out. The 7 habits are not just steps you check off in order, they are a framework, a lifestyle, and a mindset shift. They build upon each other in 3 stages. The first one, private victories. The second one, public victory. And the third one, renewal. Let's walk through each of them. Habit 1, be proactive. Think about this. Most people react to life. They wait for circumstances, luck, or other people to dictate their day. Being proactive means recognizing that you are in charge of your own choices between what happens to you and how you respond. There is always a space, and in that space lies your power. For example, imagine you are stuck in traffic. A reactive person curses, blames the government, gets angry, and carries that negative mood all day. A proactive person says, I can't control the traffic, but I can control my response. I can take my time now to listen to an audiobook, reflect on my goals, or just breathe. Proactivity is about shifting from a victim mindset, there's nothing I can do, to a creator mindset. What can I do right now with what I have? Covey introduces the idea of the circle of concern versus circle of influence. The circle of concern is everything we worry about but can't control: the weather, the economy, politics. The circle of concern is what we can control. Example, our attitude, our action, our habits. Highly effective people focus their energy on their circle of influence, and that circle naturally grows. So, the first step to effectiveness: stop waiting for life to happen. Decide today to be proactive. Habit 2, begin with the end in mind. Habit 2 is about vision. Imagine being in your own funeral. What would you want people to say about you? How would you want your family, your colleagues, your community to remember you? It is a sobering exercise, but it forces you to define what truly matters. Because if you don't define success for yourself, society will do that for you. And you might climb the ladder of success only to realize it was leaning against the wrong wall. Covey encourages us to write a personal mission statement. This is not a to-do list, it's your guiding compass. It answers, what do I value most? What kind of person do I want to be? What contribution do I want to make? For example, your mission might be to live with integrity and inspire others through creativity, or to nurture my family with love and create opportunities for growth in my community. With a clear mission, decisions become easier. You stop chasing distractions because you know where you are going. Begin everything with the end in mind, whether it is a project, a relationship, or your day. Ask, what do I want to accomplish? How do I want this to turn out? Effective people live life by design, not by default. Habit 3. Put first things first. If habit 2 is about vision, habit 3 is about execution. We all have urgent tasks screaming for our attention, our emails, calls, small fires. But not everything that is urgent is important. Covey's famous time management matrix helps us see this clearly. The first quadrant, urgent and important. Example, crisis, deadline. The second quadrant, not urgent but important. Example, planning, relationships, self care, growth. Quadrant 3, urgent but not important. Example, interruptions, some meetings. Quadrant 4, neither urgent nor important. For example, social media scrolling, binge watching. Most people live in quadrant 1 and 3, constantly stressed or distracted, but the most effective people prioritize quadrant 2. They invest in prevention, preparation, and personal growth before things become crisis. For example, exercising regularly in quadrant 2. If you skip it, you might end up in quadrant 1 in the hospital. Habit 3 is about discipline, the courage to say no to distractions and yes to what truly matters. When your schedule is aligned with your mission statement, you are no longer just busy, you are effective. Habit 4. Think win win. Now that you have mastered yourself, it's time to master relationships. Most people think in terms of win loss. For me to succeed, someone else must fail. Others take a loss win approach. They sacrifice their needs to keep others happy. Some even create loss situations. If I can't win, neither will you. But highly effective people adopt the win win mindset. Win win is not about being nice or avoiding conflict, it's about seeking solutions where everyone benefits. It's the belief that life is not a limited pie. When we work together, we can bake a bigger pie. For instance, in business negotiation, a win-loss mindset might get you a good deal once, but it destroyed trust and long-term partnership. A win-win approach, however, builds relationships, loyalty, and opportunities for the future. Win-win requires integrity, maturity, and abundance thinking. Abundance thinking means believing there's enough success, enough opportunities, enough recognition for everyone. Ask yourself, in every situation, how can we create a win for both sides? Habit 5. Seek first to understand, then to be understood. This habit is the heart of effective communication. And here is the truth: most of us don't actually listen. We pretend to, but really, we are just waiting for our turn to reply. Covey calls this autobiographical listening. When you project your own story onto others. For example, if someone tells you they are stressed, you might immediately respond, "Oh, I know, that happened to me too," without truly understanding them. Habit 5 challenges us to listen empathically. That means entering the other person's world, seeing things from their eyes, feeling what they feel. When people feel understood, they open up, and only then can you effectively share your perspective. Think of it this way: trying to influence someone without listening is like prescribing medicine without diagnosis. So, whether in your marriage, at work, or with friends, practice seek first to understand, then to be understood. Habit 6: synergize. Synergy means that the whole is greater than the sum of its parts. It's about valuing differences and creating new possibilities together. Most people tolerate differences. Effective people celebrate them. They know that when different perspectives collide respectfully, creativity is born. For example, imagine a team where one person is highly analytical, another is visionary, another is detail oriented. Alone, they each have limits, but together, they create solutions none could have achieved individually. Synergy is not about compromise, where everyone gives up something. It's about creating a third alternative where everyone gains. This habit is the essence of teamwork, innovation, and lasting partnerships. Habit 7: sharpen the saw. Imagine trying to cut down a tree with a dull saw. You could keep pushing harder, but it would be exhausting. The smarter choice: stop, sharpen the saw, and then continue. Habit 7 is about self renewal, taking care of the four dimensions of your life: the physical, which are exercise, nutrition, rest; the mental, which are continuous learning, reading, creativity; the emotional or social, which are building relationships, serving others; the spiritual, which are connecting with your values, meditations, reflection, faith. Neglect any of these, and your effectiveness suffers. Nurture them consistently, and you will not only sustain success but also enjoy the journey. Sharpening the saw isn't selfish, it's necessary because you can't pour from an empty cup. So, let's recap. Be proactive, begin with the end in mind, put first things first, think win win, seek first to understand, then to be understood, synergize, sharpen the saw. These habits aren't quick hacks, they are timeless principles that, if lived daily, can transform your personal and professional life. Now, the question is, which habit will you start practicing today? Remember, knowledge without action is wasted potentials. Don't just listen, apply. Start small, stay consistent, and watch your life transform. Thank you for spending your time with me today. If this inspired you, hit the like button, share with someone who needs it, and subscribe for more deep, life changing book summaries. Until next time, live effectively, live intentionally, and go create your best life. Bye.